This Saturday, the first ever Twin Cities Dystonia Zoo Walk will take place at Como Zoo in St. Paul.
You may not have heard of it. It is a surprisingly common neurological disorder, but there is a local musician who can tell you about it.
They say you get the best at whatever you do the most, and I just had no idea that what I loved to do the most and what I was the best at would soon become impossible for me. I had no idea I was about to lose everything.
Billy McLaughlin was a successful guitar player when he noticed that something was wrong with his hand. In 2001, he was diagnosed with focal dystonia, and Billy joins us now along with Elizabeth Schultz, the co-director of the Dystonia Medical Research Foundation. Thank you both for being here.
Absolutely.
Elizabeth, let's start with explaining what this is. I had never heard of this until yesterday.
Yes, it's a neuromuscular movement disorder. It's considered a rare disorder, but it's the third most common movement disorder in North America after Parkinson's and essential tremor. And it has to do with the electrical wiring in the brain that connects to the muscles. There's faulty signaling there, so the muscles are confused and fire involuntarily.
Billy, you were really at the height of your career, so did you just start to notice something with your hand? How did it begin?
Yeah, it was quite embarrassing to get up on stage and go to play something you'd played hundreds of times before and have a misfire in your fingers. And
so it was that subtle at first? It was just kind of like, oh, one...
I wouldn't call it subtle.
Yeah.
Anytime you play solo guitar concerts and there's things going wrong, everybody knows, you know, there's a problem happening. So for me to find this community and realize that there's other people in Minnesota and across the country who suffer from the same thing was really important for me, because you feel really alone when your body doesn't do what
So your brain was telling your hand to do this. Oh, was it your right hand?
You know, yeah, so I used to play the guitar this way, and I can show you what, when I go to play the guitar right-handed now, which would be holding the guitar this way, these two fingers just curl up, so it only, it leaves me two. So this is
impossible,
that's exactly what my dystonia looks like. It's a curling up of muscles. I'm lucky I only have it in one part of my body. Liz is one of those people who suffers from generalized dystonia.
Oh, wow.
So she can
all over the place.
Correct, yes, my brain continuously tells my body to move my legs, torso, arms, neck, vocal cords, spasm and twist. It's greatly controlled now thanks to a very expensive medication that treats the symptoms of it, so you don't see it as much today, and my quality of life has improved.
Sure.
But
why do you think we don't hear more about dystonia? Because I'm like Jason, I really didn't know much about it until recently.
Well, it takes a long time to get diagnosed. As a typical thing, many doctors don't really recognize the symptoms, and it's mysterious in that we do know that there's genetic markers for it, but we don't have a definitive answer why some guitar players get it and some don't, why Liz got it, and maybe you will never get it. And so I think a lot of it has to do, and that's what the Zoo Walk is all about. And in fact, this walk is not the only walk happening in the country. We're part of a larger national community that's trying to bring awareness. And you know, we've heard of Parkinson's, there's name recognition, and that's part of what the goal is here. It's dystonia, it's not a country.
Right,
it does kind of sound like that.
Well, the walk, the Twin Cities Dystonia Zoo Walk, it's the first one. It's Saturday. It costs $25 for adults, $15 for kids under 12. And you get all-day admission to the zoo, the T-shirt, refreshments, the whole thing. Check-in, on-site registration at 8. The event starts at 9:30. You can go to WCCO.com/links for all the information. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
thank you.